Trujillo, and there goes the countdown. So on to the next round, winning that heat in yellow, Tanner Hendrickson from Hawaii, and in red on to the next round as well, Colin Moran from the United States. Diego Cadena in third place, not advancing, and Dane Anderson from the United States also not advancing in white. So if you're joining us right now, we're into heat number 2, the round of 16. This contest winding down, really getting exciting heats now. Some surfers out in the water in this next heat. Jeffrey Kosick in white, Yuko Trujillo in yellow. In red, Gavin Gillette, and in blue, Michael Powell from the United States. So there's going to be a lot of attention here on Yuko Trujillo, our Acapulco local here, representing Mexico. He's our last remaining Mexican in this contest. Mexico doing really well.
Our last hope, as we're looking at Batman doing his busting the moves with his yellow gloves now. And yeah, this last heat was quite interesting. Diego Cadena with that last wave had us all in the edge of having a heart attack. But
that was rough, boy. And you know what? I think that just maybe a little bit of lack of experience. It just really didn't really go for the right moves. I think he tried to pull in the barrel and probably should have, it's second guessing. That's easy to say, but probably should have gone for a backside re-entry there. Just linked a couple. He only needed a 3-3. So
yeah, the wave looked kind of pretty good to have maybe 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, that one big hit would have been enough. One big hit with a backup second hit would have given a 3.3, and he was going for the 8. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's can't fault him. He's a great competitor, but I think if he thinks back on it, probably next time he'll try just get what you need. That's a competitor needs to do. You really know exactly what you need, and make sure you can make that. And now the water here we're watching. Finishing up his surfer for the last heat coming in, making his way in.
And okay, so red in first place with a 1.0. It's a surfer from Hawaii, Gavin Gillette. In second, we have blue from the United States, Michael Powell, with a 0.60, and our local boy hasn't got any waves yet, so let's see.
Well, yesterday, Juco started out kind of slow too, and we were getting kind of nervous, and then he just pulled it off at the end of the heat. So, he knows these conditions better than anybody else out in the water at this time, and he's going to wait for something good. He's going to get a nice open face wave and pulling the barrel, do an aerial. He's got a big repertoire. He can do all the maneuvers, and it's going to be a treat. You're just going to see how this thing shakes out.
Exactly. Jose Montrujillo, he surfs here every day, so he really knows the wave. He really knows the spot to sit on. So you go, and yeah, he has the moves. He has good surfing, solid surfing. So we're gonna see a lot of Yuko on this heat.
Yeah, and there we just got a morning shout out to Koala, the president of the local Guerrero Surfing Association, and thanks to him, there's some organization here in Acapulco Beach, and being very supportive. We thank him for sharing our waves.
Red, Gavin Gillette from Hawaii. Doesn't make it, and last wave of yellow, Yuko Trujillo, 2.27, puts him on to first place. Now in second is Gavin Gillette, only needing a 1.28. In third, Michael Powell from the U.S., only needing a 1.37, and Jeffrey Lukowski in fourth place hasn't got a wave yet, so 20 minutes remaining. A lot of time to go.
A lot of talent out in the water right now, and you know, they got maybe a little bit of a slow start. We're down to 20 minutes, 5 minutes, so you know, not a lot of time gone by. So these guys are just trying to get their footing. The water's warm. Want to get their wax in the right spot, you know, and just make sure they know where to sit and where the waves are, and then get set to really, you know, bust out some moves here. Yeah, got Red that next tee, just kind of getting loose there, just relaxing a little bit, checking out fellow competitors, and probably going to ask some questions. Hey, well, try and get some tips from some of his friends, and that'll be the guy in the next heat. It'll be
and wide from backside.
Jeffrey
Lukowski didn't quite get that first turn,
but the second one, that closeout re-entry was pretty sweet.
The second re-entry was pretty sweet. So let's see what the judges think.
He needs a 1.24 to move from third into second. Needs a 1.54 to move into first. He's gonna bump into first place with that ride. It's still early. Nobody's got really a good score out on the board. That's going to be the highest score of the heat so far. Going to be right there in the low threes, and he's going to put him into first place. So Juco now is going to need to get this game going on as everybody's still right in the low scores. A 3.0 there for Jeffrey Lukowski puts him into first place now. Juco needing a 1.47 to regain the lead, and Gavin Gillette needs a 1.28.
Oh, and Blue just big snap.
Michael Powell doesn't complete it, but he only needs a 1.68, so it's anybody's ball game right now at this point. And it looks like Arlene has got our heat winner for last one, Tanner Hendrickson. So
I'm here with Tanner Hendrickson. How do you feel?
I feel good. I'm happy to make it through onto the man-on-man.
Are you excited? Is it going to be harder because it's man-to-man?
Actually, I think it's going to be a little bit better. I'm really excited, though.
Because you can catch more waves and there's not too much competition?
Yeah, I'm probably just going to try and be a little bit more patient, having man-on-man, and definitely a lot more strategy is going to come into play.
How are you liking Acapulco? Do you like Acapulco?
Yeah, I love it over here. It's a nice place.
Yeah? Is it different from your hometown?
Yeah, very different. There's where I'm from, there's a lot more reef, and the waves over here are all sand, but it's fun. I like it.
Well, thank you very much, and congratulations, Tanner Hendrickson, advancing to the man-to-man.
3.0 and a 0.73.
Thank you, Arlene. Always great to get some how these competitors feel when they're coming out of the water after winning. And while she was interviewing him, we had a wave from Gavin Gillette. It's going to be a pretty good score. Gavin Gillette in red, and also Michael Powell in blue. So Michael Powell right now is in, while they wait for the scores to come in, he's in second place. He needs a 2.47 to take over the lead. He's going to get that. Red in fourth place needs a 1.50. He's not going to get it. Michael Powell scores a 3.83, moving him into first place. And as we watch Gavin, big snap there, makes that closeout section. He only needed a 2.74. Lead's going to be switching around. We're still early into the heat, 15 minutes, 57 seconds.
And we have White. Oh, doesn't land it. Yeah, almost.
Jeffrey Lukowski going for, an air reverse on his backhand, and didn't get a lot of height on that. Wouldn't have been real high score, but he would have liked to land it. He only needed 2.11 to move into lead. He's in second place. We're watching our eyes really closely on yellow. Yuko Trujillo, our local boy from Acapulco, he only needs a 1.47 to move into second. He's in third place. He needs a 2.83 to take over the lead. And And there he goes.
Yellow, local boy. Going straight off the top, and the wave doesn't quite help.
That was really a good decision there. He just stayed with it and chose not to hit that lip, because that was a big, powerful wave.
Yes.
That's going to probably, that first maneuver, yeah, big wave just went straight up. He only needed a 1.47, guarantee he's going to move into second. And I think he needed that 2.83 to go into first. I think he's going to get that. So it looks like, in my opinion, of course it's still early, but I think the judges agree with me. He's going to come in. Michael Powell, last wave, scoring 3.83s in first place. Red, Gavin Gillette got a 3.77. And he moved into second place, but we still got that score coming in from Juco Trujillo's in fourth place currently. He needs a 2.51 and a 2.83 to get into first. I think he's going to get the 2.83. Just need one more judge to drop their score in.
And yeah, pretty close heat.
Yeah, it's real close. Nobody's really separated the heat with a real great ride. And Juco gets a 3.23. Juco Trujillo now, our local boy, in first place. As we watch White there, finishing off his ride. White needed a 2.11 to move into second. He's in fourth place, but just, hair separating these four surfers. So the lead's going to be switching around, I think. In blue right now at this moment, Michael Powell from the United States in second place. And that last wave of Jeffrey Lukasik at 2.47 moves him into second place. So yellow in first place, white in second place. Michael Powell, blue, needed 1.64 to move into second place. In fourth place, red, Gavin Gillette, needing a 1.70 to move into second place, an advancing position. And out the back here, we've got blue, Michael Powell, big snap off the top, closeout wave.
Blue only needing a
1.64, so that's going to probably put him into second place again. So judges got their work cut out for him. The lead switching around back and forth as we speak. There's the crowd going to be rooting their boys on.
And I think the last wave of blue is going to put him into first place. So there it is. Blue now is in the lead. Second, yellow, hitting a 4.17. Now in white is in third, needing a 2.51, and in red, Gavin Gillette needing only a 1.73. So this heat is pretty close. It's going to be a lot of exchanges. And here we go on red, Gavin Gillette, the Hawaiian. Nice snap in the top, and the wave doesn't quite help to get that other one. But I'll probably going to put him in second place maybe.
Yeah, and he only needed 1.73, and that wasn't really a very crisp maneuver. It's a little soft up top, but he's going to score in the low twos or mid twos. He comes with a 2.70, so that puts him in the second place. So Michael Powell now in blue in first place. Red in second place, needing a 3.64 to take over the lead. Down to third place, yellow, Juco Trujillo needing a 3.25. And white in fourth place needing a 3.48. So this heat has been the closest highly contested heat we've seen so far. The lead just goes swinging back and around outside,
and here we have blue backside. Oh, doesn't quite make it.
Última ola de blanco, white as well as a 2.47. Same as red, 2.70. Last one red.
So, situation in the water, blue is in first place. In second is red, Gavin Gillette needing a 3.64. In third is yellow, Jose Manuel Trujillo needing a 3.25. And in white is Jeffrey Lukowski needing a 3.48. So with 10 minutes remaining, there's still a lot of time to go.
And if you're joining us right now, we're in Heat 2 of this round of 16. I'm here with my buddy Christian Corso, and you are at the Quicksilver Surf Open Acapulco. 4-star ASP rated event, largest prize money $100,000, largest prize money ever for a surfing competition in Mexico, and it's just the beginning. We'll be back next year with more. Right now, we got a highly contested heat out in the water. Michael Powell from Hawaii in blue is in first place. Second place from Michael Powell from the United States in blue, and in red, Gavin Gillette from Hawaii in second. But our local boy, Acapulco's own, Yuko Trujillo, needing a 3.25. He's in third place to move into second place. And in white, Jeffrey Classic from the United States needs a 3.48. We're down to 9 minutes, 25 seconds. Is still a lot of time. About a third of the heat still remaining, and you know, this heat has just been switching around from second to first to first to second, and the waves are improving. There goes White. Jeffrey Kosick going for a backside barrel, just snuffs him with a lip coming down on his back, and he didn't make it through there. He's currently in fourth place. Need a 3.48. That's not going to do it for him. But don't go away. Stay with us.
Y así es, estamos en el segundo hit del round 16. En el agua tenemos a Gavin Gillette de Hawái, Jeffrey Lukowski de Estados Unidos, José Manuel Trujillo de México y Michael Powell de los Estados Unidos. Y en primer lugar tenemos a Michael Powell en azul con una ola de 3.83 y una ola de 3.57. En rojo va en segundo Gavin Gillette con una ola de 3.77 y un 2.70, solo necesitando un 3.64. En tercer lugar José Manuel Trujillo, el mexicano, en amarillo, con una ola de 3.23 y una ola de 2.27, solo necesitando una ola de 2.25 para colocarse en el segundo lugar. Y en blanco tenemos a Jeffrey Lukowski de los Estados Unidos en blanco con una ola de 3.0 y una ola de 2.47, necesitando solamente una ola de 3.48 para colocarse en segundo lugar. Cuando tenemos 7 minutos en el reloj, faltan 7 minutos en el reloj, así es que esto todavía no está por acabarse. Nuestro surfista mexicano sigue en la pelea y vamos a ver qué pasa. Tenemos Azul en una buena ola de backside haciendo un floater, sigue, y otro más. Él es el líder de este hit. Solo necesita mejorar una ola de 3.57, a ver qué piensan los jueces de esa ola. Y las condiciones de las olas están mejorando un poquito conforme va subiendo la marea. El día de hoy amaneció un poquito más grande que los días anteriores y se espera que para mañana crezca un poquito más, así que esto está buenísimo. Estamos en el Quicksilver Surf Open Acapulco.
Thank you. That was great, Christian. I'd like to hear you in your own language.
And we're looking at Jose Manuel Trujillo on the backside. He's needing a 3.25, so let's see what the judges think.
He's been very cautious in his wave selection. He's only ridden 2 waves. White has ridden 7 waves and blue 6 waves. So, you know, he's been sitting back waiting. He knows the conditions. He picked off one of the bigger waves of the day and really took it to town. But this one he needs something big. He needs a 3.25. It's not really big, but for this heat, it's a good score.
And last wave of Michael Powell, 4.77, so puts him in the lead with a pretty strong lead.
Scores coming in from Juco right now.
And here goes White on the front side, closes out. That was
Jeffrey
Lukowski only needing a 3.8.
Juco coming in with a 2.73, still needing a 3.25 to move into second, but that wave's going to count. He can build on it.
Fourth place is a 3.48. To advance with 5.5 minutes remaining. 5 minutos y medio más.
Well, Juco almost got that. Well, look at that beautiful wave. He was just a little bit behind that. That was the one he was waiting for. That's the one he needed. Hopefully he's in the right position, and another one will come his way. Beach breaks shifting around. You can always never know exactly where the right position is.
There we are.
Here goes Jeffrey Kosick. That big air.
Almost.
Oh, boy. That's a tough maneuver, that air reverse. But today's surfing, you've almost got to have that in your repertoire. You really can't win some of these contests, especially on a beach break, if you can't pull that off. So hopefully he's just warming up. And if he gets through this round, we'll see him in the next round pull that maneuver off. We're down to 4 minutes, 37 seconds remaining. Michael Powell from the United States in blue has got a pretty strong lead. He's winning by 2.13. Still anybody's ball game. Gavin Gillette needs a 4.83 to take over the lead. He's in second place in red from Hawaii. In yellow, Juco Trujillo from Mexico needs a 3.25 to move into second place and advance out of this round. And of course, everybody, especially the crowd, would like to see that happen, like to see Mexico continue being represented in this contest. And Juco, our local boy from Acapulco, great ambassador of the sport and all of his hometown of Acapulco. So in fourth place, white, Jeffrey Kosick needing a 3.48 to move into second, Jeffrey from the United States. So down to 3 minutes, 49 seconds. We're moving into the final exchanges here. And Juco, we want you to pull one out, buddy. Come on.
And now let's go. So we're on the last minutes of this heat, and Jose Manuel Trujillo, our Mexican boy, local boy, he's third, only needing a 3.25. So let's see, it's blue backside. Ooh, nice snap. Oh, finish it up with another one.
It's Michael Powell, our heat leader, and that's going to really solidify things.
Strong surfer.
Yeah. I think first place with 2 minutes 58.
And here we have yellow. Oh, and a beautiful barrel. Doesn't quite make it, but look at that wave.
Oh, Juco. Juco is sitting down the beach to the south, waiting for that left-hand barrel peak to pay off. That one closed off for him. He's got 2 minutes 40 seconds remaining. Still get back outside and try to make something happen. Wow. That last wave of blue was 6.33, so he's got a pretty good lock on first place. Red in second place, Gavin Gillette now needs a 7.33 to take over first place and lead, but the battle right now is for second place.
Yes, and I think there's pretty good waves coming. I think it's white. No, doesn't like it, but yeah, we're at the end of this heat. Michael Powell, that heat, really locked it down with a 6.33. So the battle is second place. We have Gavin Gillette needing to better a 2.70, and Jose Manuel Trujillo only needing a 3.25, and White only needing a 3.48. So anything can happen with a minute and 50 seconds remaining.
It's going to be down to someone getting a good wave. And we're hoping with all the crowd, I'm speaking for the crowd here, we're hoping that it's Jose Manuel Trujillo, local Acapulco surfer, and just one of the nicest guys you ever want to meet. If you want, come to Acapulco, make sure you look for Juco, and he'll show you the town.
For sure. And Juco could boost one of those moves he has, those air reverses that he showed us yesterday in that last heat with Diego Cadena. He was in I think fourth place almost all the heat, and just with 10 minutes remaining, he busted a pretty sick air reverse and put him on first place. So Juco really does know what to do. And blue, Michael Power, currently heat leader with strong, solid surfing.
Yeah, he's on the next round, but with 45 seconds remaining, I'm looking out of the horizon. Looks like there's a wave coming for Juco. Let's see what he can do with it. It's going to be his last chance. And
here we go. Let's see, getting some speed.
He's got to pull an air out. That is going to be really good. really close. Let's see if he can get to the inside, get maybe one more maneuver in. We're down to 20 seconds remaining. He needs a 3.25.
What do you think, Gary?
You know, it's going to be tough. The judges don't like to decide the heat on one way, but that was real close. And you know, if it was me sitting up there, I'd give it to him. Here's the countdown.
2, 1.
It's not going to do it. He's going to come in with a 2.93. So unfortunately for ZHONG and Mexico, he will not advance. He stays in third place. Jeffrey Ducasic in white also for the United States not advancing. Going on the next round, great surfer from Hawaii in red, Gavin Gillette, and winning that heat with just a fantastic display of solid surfing in blue, Michael Powell from the United States. And there goes the countdown. So on to the next round, winning that heat in yellow, Tanner Hendrickson from Hawaii, and in red on to the next round as well, Colin Moran from the United States. Diego Cadena in third place, not advancing, and Dane Anderson from the United States also not advancing in white. So if you're joining us right now, we're into heat number 2, the round of 16. This contest winding down. Really getting exciting heats now. Some surfers out in the water in this next heat. Jeffrey Ducasic in white, Yuko Trujillo in yellow.
In the edge of having a heart attack. But
that was rough, boy. And you know what? I think that just maybe a little bit of lack of experience. It just really didn't really go for the right moves. I think he tried to pull in the barrel and probably should have, you know, it's second guessing. That's easy to say, but probably should have gone for a backside re-entry there. Just linked a couple. He only needed a 3-3. So
yeah, the wave looked kind of pretty good to have maybe 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, that one big hit would have been enough. One big hit with a backup second hit would have given a 3.3, and he was going for the 8. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's you know, can't fault him. He's a great competitor, but I think if he thinks back on it, probably next time he'll try just get what you need. That's what a competitor needs to do. You know, you really know exactly what you need, and make sure you can make that. And now the water here we're watching. Finishing up his surfer for the last heat coming in, making his way in.
And okay, so red in first place with a 1.0. It's a surfer from Hawaii, Gavin Gillette. In second, we have blue from the United States, Michael Powell, with a 0.60, and our local boy hasn't got any waves yet, so let's see.
Well, yesterday, ZHONG started out kind of slow too, and we were getting kind of nervous, and then he just pulled it off at the end of the heat. So, you know, he knows these conditions better than anybody else out in the water at this time, and he's going to wait for something good. He's going to get a nice open face wave, and you know, pull in the barrel, do an aerial. He's got a big repertoire. He can do all the maneuvers, and it's going to be a treat. You're just going to see how this thing shakes out.
Exactly.
In red, Gavin Gillette, and in blue, Michael Powell from the United States. So there's going to be a lot of attention here on Yuko Trujillo, our Acapulco local here, representing Mexico. He's our last remaining Mexican in this contest. Mexico doing really well.
Our last hope, as we're looking at Batman doing his busting the moves with his yellow gloves now. And yeah, this last heat was quite interesting. Diego Cadena with that last wave had us all